All right. I'm feeling pretty good. You guys feeling good? I always feel good because I was raised with a very high sense of self-esteem, and that's important. You gotta feel good about yourself, have a high sense of self-esteem. My grandmother always said to me, she goes, you know, you're not gorgeous, you're not beautiful, but you have a face. Thanks, Grandma. Now I know what to put on my Tinder profile. Hi guys, are you looking for a girl with a face? I was raised by a single mother, so my grandma was around all the time. She helped raise me. She was kind of like a father to me, you know? She even had the beard. Now she's really old, and I call her up to ask her how she's doing. All she ever wants to do is tell me about the weather for some reason. I guess there's nothing else going on. I call her up. She lives in Florida. I'm like, Grandma, how are you? Well, it's like 82 degrees outside. It'll be sunny, a little windy, but that should clear up tomorrow. I'm like, Grandma, I don't care about the weather report. You know, how are you? How are you doing? She goes, I'm 95 years old. How the hell do you think I am? I'm pregnant. So then she wants to know how I'm doing. She's like, you're the one who's a comedian in New York City. I'm sure you must be dating all kinds of fascinating, interesting men. Tell me what's exciting with you. I'm like, oh, thanks, Grandma. It's like 33 degrees outside. Sorry, I keep spitting, by the way. That's disgusting. I always feel so bad for the people in the front row. You're probably getting a shower. I can't help it. Every time I open my mouth to speak, spit flies out of my mouth. It's not my fault. It's because of the space that I have between my teeth. You guys see the gap? Somebody say yes, I close my damn mouth, please. Giant gap. Now, veterinarians, they can look at an animal's teeth and they can tell exactly what happened with that animal, like family history, ancestry, everything, just from looking at their teeth. And the same is true for human beings, because we're animals too. You know, so what I did, I went to the vet, I had him look at my teeth. Right? All right, I'm sorry, I don't have dental plans, sir. What do you want from me? You can't all be fancy like you with a nice fancy shirt and a woman and a life, okay? Comedian, we don't get benefits. I don't have anything. Do you see these pearls? Do you think these are real pearls? These aren't real pearls. These are chickpeas painted white. But at midnight, they turn into hummus, and that's pretty cool.
So I'm an only child and a girl, so my mom was always more like my friend than she was a parent, which made it really hard for her to discipline me. You know, like she would get really mad at me and say, go to your room, and then she would come too and we'd play a game. We didn't always have that much money when I was growing up, believe it or not, so if we'd go to a restaurant we really couldn't afford, we would get one big meal, like a baked potato, and share it, right? But I remember this one time we went to a restaurant, the waitress gets all upset, she's angry, she's like, you know, if you're gonna share that, you're gonna have to pay a sharing charge for $3. It's a $3 sharing charge. My mother has her own vocabulary. She says, well, really, I'm not sharing. I'm just gonna be picking. I'm only picking. The waitress goes, well, what's the difference between sharing and picking? My mother said, $3.
I live in New York City. I'm sure everybody here has been here or there, right? We're known for very tiny apartments. We're famous for that, right? My apartment is so small. I have to keep certain things outside in the hallway. You know, like my bed. I shouldn't complain. My next door neighbor just got evicted. Now all his shit is in the hallway. Now we're roommates.
That security questions have gotten a lot more detailed. You know what I mean? Like when you're creating a new account and you have to pick a security question in case you forget your password someday, and it's supposed to be a question that's like off the top of your head, you know, like your mother's maiden name or your dog's name, right? The security question I got today, what is your favorite sea animal? Like what does it even mean? Like to eat? To swim with? To watch from afar? My favorite sea animal, since everybody asked, is the seahorse. The seahorse. Does anybody know why? I'll tell you. Yes, it's the only species on the face of the planet where the male is the one who gets pregnant and carries the baby. Yes! And that's not even the best part. Here's the best part. After he has the baby, he dies. I took her to see the movie Beauty and the Beast. You guys know the newer version with the people? in 3D, right? You saw it? Right? Now, even if you haven't seen it, you know it's a fairy tale, right? There's always a lesson. You're supposed to learn a message when you see a fairy tale. The message here is supposed to be that beauty is so noble. She falls in love with this big, ugly beast in spite of his looks, and it's true love because she doesn't care about his looks, right? That's like the moral of the story, right? Now, I've seen the movie. You've seen the movie? Have you seen this beast? Okay. This beast is so ripped you can see it through his fur. Okay. And then the most annoying thing is at the end of the movie, Beauty ends up with this beast, a giant mansion, and all these fun, talking, singing household objects, right? All because she goes looking for her father who gets lost in the woods. Do you understand that she goes looking for her father one time, she meets the beast, she ends up with all this great stuff. I have been looking for my father my entire life, okay? All right, I don't have a toaster that sings to me. I don't even have a microwave that beeps properly, okay? It's really hard. I never know when my Pop-Tarts are ready. I would love to trade places with Beauty. That movie should be about me. I should be in that movie. But if I were in the movie, they wouldn't call it Beauty and the Beast, right? They would call it The Beast and that girl